Hey guys, this is Jake Wyer with Blue Coast Realty, and I wanted to talk to you guys real quick about 4 pro tips to get your home listed and sold quickly. So right now we're in November, we're getting deep into the holiday season, and my clients, like a lot of people, they feel like possibly they want to push back this process until after the new year. So that's fine, but one huge benefit of selling during the holiday season is you got that home totally decorated and cleaned up, smelling great for the holidays. And just like everybody else, they don't want to have their home listed during the holidays either. So during the holiday season, you're competing against a much smaller pool of homes for sale. So if you want to wait till summer when everybody else puts their houses on market, you're going to have to be in that same competition with probably 3 times as many homes. So it is beneficial to be on the market this time of year. And we do sell a ton of homes. It's actually some of our best months are during the holiday seasons on selling homes here. So I know that sounds like something a realtor would say, but it is very beneficial to be on market this time of year. So that being said, let me go ahead and get into these tips. Number 1 is declutter your house. That is something that is pretty much universal. Everybody that lives a little bit too cluttered these days. We have too much stuff, and the home looks like that. So we have kids. So our house has children's toys and piles of her stuff all over the place, which it doesn't need to happen. We could pack that all up in a box, in moving boxes, and put those out in the garage, or we could put those in a storage even. So if you have a flat surface, go ahead and clear off. Everything doesn't need to have a trinket on it. Go ahead and box that stuff up, put it in the garage, in a stack in the garage. If you have a lot of stuff, maybe even possibly get a storage unit and get that going too. To be honest with you, all this stuff is going to have to get packed up at some point anyways. You're moving. So this is just kind of getting you a head start, and you're going to get the benefit of having a very clean looking, minimal looking house. The less stuff that's out there, the better it's going to look. If you've ever watched into a staged home, you'll notice that there's usually a few pieces of furniture and possibly 1 or 2 accent items, and that is it. And there's no personal effects. So that brings us to number 2, personal effects. You're trying to have someone come into your house and see that they could live and see themselves and their family living in your house. So having 20,000 pictures up of your grandkids and all these personal items up really doesn't help that process. So you just don't want that hallway like grandma's house that had every single living relative up. That's not a great look for getting your house sold. While you're living there, go wild. But once you're on market, that stuff all needs to come down. Box it up. You're going to have to box it up anyways. Go ahead and patch those holes, the nail holes left, and go ahead and start that moving process. Get all those personal effects down. The next thing is a little bit more involved, but it is a huge benefit, and most people do not take advantage of this. Call a home inspector and get a pre-home inspection done of your home. Now, the reason I say this is because you live there. There's a ton of little items that you probably don't even see, don't even notice. Light bulbs out, cracked electrical outlets, things like that a home inspector will call out once you're under contract, and then you're going to have to deal with that during the home inspection process anyways with your buyer. Might as well take care of those small Home Depot items up front, get them done. Don't even allow the question to be asked if all these tiny little items pop up in a home inspection. What else is there? People are going to assume that there's bigger items if they're seeing small items all over the place. If you get 30 items on a home inspection and they're all tiny, that person's probably going to assume there's probably some bigger items that the home inspection did not cover. So don't even start the questioning process if there's something bigger going on in your home and there's not. A home inspection, once you get into contract with a buyer, if a light bulb is out, they will call out that the entire light does not work, and that they would recommend having an electrician come out and take a look at the problem. So going out and buying some light bulbs, it just takes care of that problem before it's a problem. So the next thing that I would say is you really want to make sure that you are pricing your house correctly. So this comes down to who you're working with, who your realtor is. Make sure you have a local, knowledgeable realtor that actually knows the housing market, knows your community intimately. So you want to make sure that you're pricing in a fashion that is realistic. You don't want to go on to I hear this all the time, that sellers say, I know my house is overpriced by $50,000. Why would you list a house over $50,000 that you know is overpriced? Every single person that's going to look at that is going to go look at the house that is properly priced in that neighborhood, not the one that's $50,000 over. And if they do, they're going to try to negotiate that down anyways. So you're just wasting time, and you're wasting really valuable time on the market. So you have a home just sitting there, your first 3 weeks, that is your prime time to get people through there, give a great outlook of your house, make sure that you're actually properly priced, that people want to bring offers. I know a lot of people think they need to have negotiating room on that. I get full price offers from my clients all the time because we are very realistic about our pricing on those homes. And we do this, usually get things in market within 2 weeks or so. We're under contract and we're off to the races. So we're not wasting all that time trying to negotiate and bring down prices and figure out what the problem is and why people aren't making offers. If you know your house is $50,000 overpriced, the reason why you're not getting offers is because your home is $50,000 overpriced. It's not that complicated. So make sure you're working with a real estate agent that knows your market and can actually bring a realistic price to your listing. So those are the four. First, declutter personal items, bring them down. Number 2, go and get a pre-home inspection. And number 4, like I said, work with a really good real estate agent that knows your market and can price your home properly. I'm not saying to give away money. This will definitely, all these items that you're doing that I'm telling you to do is going to go ahead and net you more money in the long run, including pricing your house correctly. So I hope that's helpful. If it was, give me a thumbs up. I would love that. If you hated it or you had some other questions, go ahead and write in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. I always do. And I hope you have a great holiday season. And if you guys are looking to list, let us know. We'll help you out.